How's it going, everybody? My name is Joe, and I'm going to be reacting to Young Justice Season 4, Episode 18. And before we continue, please subscribe to the channel and like the video.
Won't stop there today. The station's closed for construction.
We always get off at 16th Avenue to go to Daddy.
Next stop, 17th Avenue.
Oh, man.
Hard morning.
It was fine. Just don't get him at that school. They don't understand how intelligent he is.
That doesn't change the fact that the specialists have diagnosed him with autism.
Yeah,
He has outbursts and
It will not be necessary. Simply follow the light ray.
Who's that? Wait, is that the Ray?
Welcome, honored guests. I am Solis, called Light Ray. Allow me to introduce High Father Iyaza the Inheritor.
This is unknown technology. It should be confiscated for study.
Kid, you're gonna want to rethink that policy.
Right?
Excuse me, a bug?
Ooh.
How unusual.
Through the water. Forgot how powerful Rocket is.
Let me out.
Underwater?
Let me out. Now.
Was he like tortured or something happened to him?
Great.
Isn't like
'Cause the
being
thief got
contained
away.
or caged?
Who are you?
A clone made from the DNA of the Superman.
That's right, my boy. Very good.
Thank you, Father.
Parademons!
Oh, wow.
Bugs of the Mountain
Yes, sir.
Hive. Orion has come to retrieve the Ruction cell stole.
Bugs know not of any ruction cell.
There is no point in
Uh-oh.
ignorance.
Father Joe will be pleased with Larvae for protecting Hive's new prize.
Oh, man, it's gonna explode. So.
She's slowing you down, son.
But
To survive, you must shed useless attachments. Clean your slate. Time to let her go.
Who is that?
To follow this one's orders as if they were Darkseid's own.
They're like that.
Who are you?
I am Lore. Lore Zod.
Orza. Oh no. Imagine the kids, the larva dies here.
Cell to me.
You got a phone, Larvae.
Ooh.
Stop it and run! I'll put a force bubble around it.
Oh. I guess he needs that mask.
Is new god honor?
Yeah, he definitely needs that helmet.
Flash, get those kids to safety!
Roger that.
Release him.
Are you serious?
He's claustrophobic. You must release him before you do irreparable damage.
Apologies.
I just don't know.
What don't you know?
Come on, Superboy.
Talking to yourself?
Who's that?
Guessing the latter. Do I look familiar?
No?
Well, that's because I'm real. My name's Drew, by the way. Drew Zod. General.
Wow, Lorzod, Druzod, Phantom Zone. That's what this is. Why didn't I think of that?
But the recruitment committee should also consider Peacemaker, Etrigan the Demon, and the Phantom
Peacemaker.
Stranger standards.
Probably not.
Last thing we want or need is for a reserve mission to cost us the trust we've worked so hard to build.
R.I.P. Renee. Alrighty, that was episode 18 of Young Justice. And man, this show, like I kind of said in the reaction, is definitely tackling a lot of these issues just going on throughout the general people, right? Here we have Rocket, who has a kid that has autism, and just kind of seeing the day-to-day, what that looks like, and just having that experience going through that. It's definitely very tough, whether, I don't know, just the one-on-one situations where you just got to tolerate and just love him the way he or her is, but also just worry about the outbursts that happen throughout, like we saw here in the train. And by the end of that, we saw that the dad, which I'm trying to remember who the dad was, suggested that they take him to I don't know, like a special school for people that specialize in teaching autistic kids, which definitely makes sense. I'm not sure if they're implying that he was at a regular school, but I definitely agree with him because, yeah, he definitely will need like special instructions to kind of help him and help guide him through all of this. I really hope that Rocket comes back and helps push that because we definitely kind of see her, I don't want to say stuck in her ways, but she has kind of an old school thinking. We also saw it with Orion, who has claustrophobia. I was kind of thinking maybe he was caged and whatever, and he just didn't want to deal with that feeling anymore. But no, it definitely makes sense with claustrophobia. But that definitely wasn't the reason why he was like in this enraged state. I have no clue like who he is in the comics and like what other powers or whatnot he has, but yeah, he definitely has that you don't want to get me angry, that Hulk vibes for sure. I am kind of liking this storyline as well, even though it's with characters that I don't really have any affinity to, whether it's Rocket or Forager, or I think that's pretty much it. We have Jay Garrick here, who was very unexpected, who has not been in the Justice League, and he's a newbie. So that was cool to see, especially kind of seeing at that after credit scene where Clark is talking about the recruitment process and them having this reserve team, which I'm assuming Jay Garrick was kind of part of that initial, initiation. So that's cool to see. It's kind of surprising that they sent him over Barry Allen, but I'm okay with it. More Jay Garrick, the better. And lastly, we had the Superboy stuff to where we see him still continually jumping and he's still talking to Lex, as we saw at the end of last episode. And we find out, no, he's just hallucinating. He's dealing with this time sickness thing. We have this random stranger come up and say, no, man, you're stuck just like me. And we're both in the Phantom Zone. So that was cool. And also connecting that with these Zods, right? There's Drew Zod here in the Phantom Zone with Superboy, which he was kind of intrigued a little bit when he was like, not intrigued, but he was, yeah, okay, buddy, when Connor said he was Superboy. And similarly, back at Apocalypse, I thought that was very surprising, seeing like humans at Apocalypse. I didn't think there was going to be like towns or cities. I thought it was just going to be Darkseid and this rugged, I don't know, hard terrained area. But no, we have McGann's brother here doing Darkseid's bidding and try to earn good graces. And it did work. He did get his meeting, but it led to him having to work under this Lord Zod, which I'm not too sure much about in the comics whatsoever. So I may kind of take a peek and look up who this guy and Drew Zod is specifically. But I think it's kind of cool seeing more Darkseid, more of this storyline within the Apocalypse. And I'm just really hoping we do get more interactions with Darkseid by the end of the season, because just the thought that if the show ends now, we're just not going to get Darkseid, the whole Darkseid stuff, and I would be pretty sad about that. But other than that, I think that's all I have. If you have any questions or theories, please leave in the comment section below. My boy Joey is the editor for this video, and if you're in need of an editor, please check out the description below and his email will be there. If you enjoyed the reaction, please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.
We'll be right back.